Well, hey folks, pt.12 here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for joining me here today. We are, we're in FS19, but no, this is not Ricci's Hollow. We're back here in No Man's Land. I did tell you guys that we would not abandon this, because it's just way too cool a map. And, abandon it we have not. Anyway, I'm really tired of these being here in the middle of the road, so I figured I'd just chuck the last of them in here, and then I think we got ourselves a pretty decent supply. For sure. Alright. Chicken's doing good? Didn't miss us too much while we hung out at the big farm? No? Right on. Where's the boy? There he is. Alright, he's doing a good job. Cool. Well, I think he's doing a good job. I suppose we should check on eggs and water. Do you need water? No, you don't need water, do you? No, not right now, apparently. Okay. How about eggs? But you're not going to tell me how full that is. So I'm going to wait till it produces a second box. Then I'll know the second box is actually got what we need. Because for some reason it's not giving me that little pop-up that tells me how much is in it. I wonder if that's something I need to turn on somewhere. Up. There we go. Caught that one at the last second. So, about a month ago, I assume, I don't know, my sense of time is probably as bad as anyone's in the current global thing. And, but I think about a month ago, it was brought to my attention that my channel was running unskippable ads, which I gotta admit. Now, ad blockers I don't approve of because as a YouTube creator, well, didn't catch that one. Anybody that runs an ad blocker, I don't get that counted as a view on my channel. And of course, the whole idea of YouTube is to get the views. Alright, those bales are gone after, forever. I mean, I'm replanting the field they came off of, which is kind of today's project. But at any rate, I was told there was unskippable ads. Now, I don't particularly like that. I don't think it's fair. You know, if it was TV and the commercials come on, that's when you're supposed to get up and leave the room and go get your coffee or grab a snack or, you know, let the dog in or the cat out or whatever's going on. And you should have the same opportunity. So, the thing of it is whenever I check my monetization, if I notice that, well, and I would notice because it's written right there's something wrong with it. What the heck? Oh, that's going to work well. How did I manage that? God. Alright, well, we're going to have to fix that, because this just ain't going to work that way, I'm afraid. You know, yeah. So at any rate, the, oh, okay, you weren't attached. You looked like you were attached. I would turn the non-skippables off, and then next time I check, they'd be back on. So, at any rate, it was my MCN that turns them on. And this has been known. It's even talked about in their forums, the fact that they were doing this. And I guess as an MCN, multi-channel network, they have the right to do that, right? They basically they get the monetization for your channel, and then pass it on to you. Okay, this is just, there we go. Oh, come on, dump it off. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. It may not have been the gentlest way, but at least they're no longer tangled up. I'm sure this was way back here in the corner. I don't know how it got up there. So, at any rate, because I heard that this was going on again, or still, or whatever. Why won't you? There we go. I decided it was time to kick them loose. You know, basically YouTube pays you 55% of what they bring in from advertising. My MCN would then pay me, well, it started as 60%. I apparently managed after 3 years or something to talk them into raising it to 68% for some stupid reason. Is there anything in that? There is a little bit. Hey, cool. Just lift it up. Nice. So you can imagine 60% of 55% is, well, it's not a whole lot of percent. It's a lot of math, but it's not a whole lot of percent. But I decided, because they figured for the paltry sum they were paying me, and I'm not sure they were paying it to me every time they should, I didn't want to be under their thumb anymore. I decided, well, you know what? I meet the YouTube requirements on my own. How about we just do that? Go on our own. And so a couple of weeks ago, I said goodbye to my MCN after a period of a week or so of back and forth, tit for tat, and why are you doing this to us? You know, we love you, you've been here for 5 years, don't quit, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't that nice, but I could have hoped it was. We have parted ways. Well, there was one thing I didn't notice in the old fine print of the YouTube contract. Now, I do have more than 1,000 subs. I do have more than 4,000 hours watched in the last 28-day period. So, in that regard, I do qualify as a YouTube partner. And in fact, YouTube picked me up pretty much as soon as the MCN went bye-bye. YouTube went, hey, you're now under our thumb. Which, of course, you know what I mean. Yeah, here's a new boss, same as the old boss, blah, 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 blah. The who had it right, and they did it years ago. Anyway, long story short, yeah, I should have read the fine print. Because one thing I didn't notice was that YouTube doesn't start paying out until after you've earned $100. So, in the paying 55% of your advertising, blah, 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 to you, etc., etc., what it works out to for the average channel is 50,000 views. So, from the time I quit my MCN a week ago, and you guys know how many, I mean, I get what, you know? A good video, I'm getting 100 views. An average video, I'm getting somewhere just north or south of 50. So, 50,000 views. That may not happen until, well, I guess until basically, at the worst, it could be like 100 videos from now. And at the best, slightly less than that if I get some surprises here and there. So, in other words, yeah, I think I might have just eaten the goose that laid the golden eggs. As gold-plated as they may have been, as opposed to solid gold, hey, you know, a little gold's better than none. So, yeah. I was, like I say, not aware that this thing does have something to hook up. Yes, wires, that's it. It doesn't need a PTO, but it does use wires. I guess it's gear-driven by its own wheels, somehow. You know, does that axle run all the way through? Is that what's going on? I guess it does. I don't really see where it attaches to any sort of... Must be this side where all this fancy kit is. Anyway, yeah, let's get out here. We're not going to plant grass in our field. Yeah, I don't think so. Barley? In all honesty, I think maybe what we want to plant is something I can't plant with this. Oh, actually, we want to do one cash crop of canola, didn't we? Yes, we did. So let's do that. So, at any rate, I'm would at this point like to remind all you guys, if you really do like the channel and you would like to help out, because as little as I was making off of YouTube, that little bit helps. When you're on a disability pension, yeah, believe me, everything helps. Oh, it was down. Well, that's a good one. There is a link in the description down below to my Patreon channel, or whatever you call it. Any sort of contributions that you guys want to make to that to help support the channel is always appreciated. It doesn't even have to be a monthly thing, you know, a one-time shot of, heck, I don't care, $1 is $1, as they say. And some of us actually do still believe that. Yeah, as I say, it would be really appreciated. I'm trying to, at this point, to help continue the channel, I would really like to move from what I'm currently running for a PC, which is a Pentium i5, or I guess I should say an Intel, whatever, i5 6600K. Now, nice enough processor. It's a 4-core, 4-thread processor. But I'm noticing, at least as far as any of the newer games go, they're getting really more intense on what's needed for threads, etc. Now, 4-core isn't bad. If I was running a 4-core, 8-thread processor, I'd probably go, okay, I don't require anything. But unfortunately, yeah, that would be an awfully expensive proposition, at least to continue with Intel. So what I inevitably want to do is move over to an AM4 platform. In other words, something that'll hold a, you know, first, second gen Ryzen. However, yeah, a little beyond my scope at the moment. You know, processor alone is about, for anything that would be a real improvement, probably about 250 Canadian. And then I'm looking at a decent motherboard, which is anywhere from 150 to 200 Canadian. So yeah, it's not, you know, 4 to 450 range is, well, that's going to take me probably about 6 months. So hopefully we keep up with the gaming. But as I said, any sort of contribution or donations that are put into the Patreon fund are always appreciated. For my current, those two, but for my current Patreon subscribers, of course, a massive thank you. But yeah, I didn't know that YouTube had that one extra little thing up their sleeve. But there you go. And that's, you know, I do hate to ask. Normally, for those of you that are regular viewers, you realize I don't even mention the Patreon channel. You know, 98 videos out of 100. I don't even mention hit the like button. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody knows how YouTube works, and, you know, if you're in a position that you want to help out or you want to do something, and, you know, especially if you're using ad blockers so I don't even get to count the views, then, yeah, that's always a good thing. But enough about that. We are back here in No Man's Land. Well, I guess that's enough about that. That's way more than I meant to ramble on, even though I do digress at times on other things. So, yeah, we are back here on No Man's Land. We're going to put our second crop in, and I'm almost thinking I'm going to be wanting to cut another field, because what I want to do at some point here is buildings. Okie dokie. Is it this guy? Might be. There are, as you can see, a few different sort of businessy things we can get into. You know, potato cooker, for one. Grain grinder. Interesting. Any kind of chalk? into cereal meal. Huh. Forage storage. And sugar beet shredder. So there are some different bits and bobs going on here. Oh, we've got a tree nursery. We've got the potato sorter. And it produces premium potatoes and pig feed, which I guess we can sell premium potatoes somewhere? I hope. Let's have a look here. There's definitely some other oddly croplies. Oh, there's, I guess, pig food, but there's no listing for a price for it. I wonder if I have to put a sale point down. There's boards. Vehicle shop grains are paying $7.63. Okay. Here's our washed potatoes. Or premium potatoes, I guess. Alright. Interesting. Yeah, we should definitely get a good price for the canola when it's ready. Yeah, there are some different, as I say, some different little bits of production we can get going here that may help us out. On our wee farm. Ooh, how's this coming along? Just about time to start making some money with it, or what? 100%. Yes, indeed, it is sale worthy. Okay. Well, there's a bit of a money maker there, right? Excellent. Oh, I'm getting low on gas. Wow. Less than a quarter of a tank. Getting down to about an eighth here. I'll have to try and keep my wits about me and remember to fill her back up. Well, I guess the pump's right there. Let's just go do it while I'm thinking about it. Because I'm just the sort of fellow that would go, oh, what was I doing? Yeah. Alright, here we are. Let's shut it off. There we go. $68. That was certainly worth not having it die out in the field, that's for sure. Yes, indeed. So I hope you guys are enjoying some of the news series we've got on tap there, like the Snow Runner. I think they did a pretty good job with that so far. And even though I managed to get myself lost, I ended up in Alaska, so that kind of paid off. Yeah, good one. I think we're going to get some good hours spent on that particular game. Yeah, for sure. Then there's the odd ones, like that Landlord Super. Certainly a different sort of thing. I mean, it's... You know, it's got a little house flipper in it. It's got a little bit of role play in it. It's got certainly an unusual... I think it's a sense of humor. I don't know. It's one of those things. It is definitely very culturally locked, you know. I'm sure that anyone from the UK that would play that or watch it being played would have an entirely different perspective on it than someone from North America. Now, I realize Canadians are basically just, ex-Brits, but by the same token, we do things a little different, and some of it's, some of it is rather an outrageous humor, and those might be the parts that aren't actually funny. I don't know. I mean, I understand Monty Python, British type humor, right? Yeah, but beyond that, I don't know. I think I miss a lot of what is there and see a lot of what isn't. But it's a cool game nonetheless, and I hope we get to spend some time with that. And of course, there's the train station renovation, which, yeah, is kind of a house flipper thing. In fact, close enough that if you own House Flipper, you can buy the quote-unquote bundle, and although all you'll get is train station renovation, you'll get a much bigger discount than just buying it at its discounted release price. I've never seen it quite done that way, but for people that do own one of their other games, like I believe Car Mechanic 2018 was another, etc., etc., it's a pretty darn good deal. You get 30% off what's already a reasonably inexpensive way to kill a bunch of time. So, very cool. But, yeah, thanks to all of you that are watching those particular videos. What's going on with Conan? Well, I like playing Conan. It's going to present me a little bit of trouble as far as YouTube goes, because it does simulate an awful lot of violence, and there is blood and gore and blah, 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 blah. So it's going to get limited. I'm not that concerned. There's apparently a rather big update coming out. I believe it's the 5th. Oh, I missed a spot. The 5th of this month. There's also a DLC, but that's probably just going to be another, hey, look, here's a sword that does the same damage as the steel sword you're using, but it looks like a chicken's leg. You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of deals. Seems to be where their DLC goes, which I don't have an issue with. Because that's a real thing where it's purely a choice of, you're not going to miss out any content by not spending the money. You may not be able to wear, a kilt with an iron helm as armor, but yeah, you're still going to be able to go the same places, do the same things. So, if this is another of those DLCs, then it probably won't really be anything worth the effort. So, however, depending on the update, it may be worth starting a new series. And it'll do something that, we'd maybe do like an hour or two on a particular day of the week or something. But I do want to kick the focus on the channel back more into simulations. So, we'll see how it goes. We have almost got this field canolaed the heck out of here. So, see how one more row sets us. It should be all we need. Little Cedar's pretty stingy with how it shuckles out the seeds, isn't it? This is the second time we've seeded this field, and she's still got over half. And that's even with me having to go back over things I've missed, or, do stuff like this, where you're probably putting down 4 times as many seed as you need to. Alright. So here we go. This will do for now. We'll give her a second fert there tomorrow. Unless, of course, weeds start popping up. We'll deal with weeds as they come up. But they're not bad. Yeah, we still got 59% of our seeds left in here. So it might hold a lifetime. Alright, let's get her parked proper. Oh, a bit much. There we are. Drop the wires. Okay. Nice little cedar, that thing. Excuse me. I'll have a sip of me coffee here. Alright. I suppose at some point I should do something with that other log. You know, drag it off to the mill bit over there or something. Oh yeah, here's our new bale me system, eh? Yes, interesting. Interesting. Well, we won't be making use of it on the field, but I see it is probably, once again, time to mow the grass, so that's a thing. Yes, oh, it is definitely, isn't it? It is. Oh, it's only 50% harvest, or fertilized, eh? Well, we don't want that. Now, because it's grass, I'm going to hit it with fertilizer, and then we're going to give it one more day. Now, if it was a fruiting thing, or a seed bearer like grain, I wouldn't do that. Because then you'd end up with all that fertilizer in your end product, and that's never good. That's never good. Now, there are certain organic fertilizers where that'll just, say, first time you wet it down, it's basically gone, but that's them, and this is us. So, I don't know why I thought I could drive in here frontwards and grab anything. It doesn't work that way. There we are. Not sure this thing fits the best, but it does work good, and like I say, it's seems to be pretty good with the old output as well. I think I've got another bag sitting around here somewhere. Do I have some leftover fertilizer or what? Oh, over there maybe. Is that fertilizer? Is that seeds? I can't tell. No, there's a good way to tell. Let's do this. How close am I? Alright, I would assume if that were, if that was fertilizer. Yeah. Nope, we'd be picking it up. So, do I see any other... Oh, there's something over there. There is something over here. Oh, let me guess. Lime? Yeah. Anything else kind of dumped obliviously into the bushes? I guess I just don't have any more. No, I don't, no, I don't see any. Well, I guess we'll just see how far we get. I guess. Okay. Whoop, why didn't you come on? Huh? Well, we've missed something. 'Cause... oh. That would help. Are you gonna come on now? Oh, yeah, you are, you wiggly booger, eh? Is that actually doing anything? I'm almost thinking it didn't. No, it didn't. 50%. So I guess we gotta wait another day here. Is what the issue is. What time is it? It's only 11 o'clock in the morning. Alright. Well, that was a waste of a little bit of the spray we had left, wasn't it? Okay, well. Let's have a look here. So 36, this is all our property, eh? We've got our grass field. It goes right to the edge. So the rest of our property goes this way. It's mostly all tree up through here. And not terribly fieldish. Get a little bit of space back here, eh? Yeah, this is still all ours. Bit of tree to clear, but not too bad. I think we're going to carve a second field down this way. So we're going to have a couple of trees to clear. Yeah. Good thing is, they're going to be really small. I don't think there's any big timber down here at all. So, we should be able to just simply give her a couple of quick cuts. And then bring her out here. Nice. Yeah, hopefully I can find it in this grass. Hello? Fallen logs. See, there's no sawdust. It's not so easy to find things. Oh, no. Did I lose my first tree already? This is going to be a long process. I was sure it was right here by this bush. But no. How the heck could I possibly lose a tree already? Huh. Well, guaranteed I'll find it when I go to plow. I'll tell you that for nothing. Isn't that bizarre? Oh, there it is. I thought I'd started a lot higher up the field, I guess. Alright. Well, that's reasonable. Okay. Let's go for this guy. I think the saw in 19 is faster than the saw in 17. But I suppose a couple of years of technology, you know, still is not a company that stands still. No pun intended. Okay, you just don't know whether you want to cut that or not. Did you cut it? You did. Alright, well. Happy days, I guess. Weirdo. Alright. There we go. Our wee pile of logs. Really? You are just pathetic. Look. Exactly, that's what I wanted. Yeah. Yeah. We're never gonna find these freaking logs. I'm never gonna find the stumps. I think I'm over this way more, aren't I? Okay. Right on. Well, I'm going to finish clearing this area up a little bit. There's not really that many trees when you get right down to it. So, yeah, I'll finish clearing it up, and we are going to put another field in so that we can start getting some of the production stuff, whether it's beets or potatoes. Likely potatoes. I think we're going to, yeah, this looks like perfect ground for potatoes. So, till next time, I hope everybody has themselves an awesome day. Do take care. Don't forget to hit the like button. And, well, ciao for now. Man, there's a lot of bushes and stuff here, you know. Whoop, don't be cutting it that way. Come on. Nope. There you are. Did you cut it? No. There you go. Alrighty. Alright, folks. Take care of each other. Ciao for now.